Hi, a big hello from Apron Girl. Today we are going to make green moong and oats chila or green moong and oats savory pancake. This protein power packed breakfast is going to be a hit at your table. Made with very limited ingredients yet super tasty. And this is a no edit video, so you can cook along with me. So let's get started. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you like our recipe, share and like it. So let's get started with our green moong chilas. Here are these green moong beans which I've soaked overnight and kept. Now I've washed them, drained them and kept them aside. Green moong beans are packed with protein and are super healthy. Here I've taken about a cup of them. Now the next ingredient is the oats, and here are my masalas. So let's get started. My mixer jar is ready. I'm going to take these green moong and I'm going to put them in the mixer jar. Remember, they're already pre-soaked, so it's perfectly fine. Half a cup of oats. These are just regular quick cooking oats. You can also use any other. Half a teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of dried coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 whole green chili. I'm just going to break it into 2 pieces and put them here. It's anyways going to get mixed and grinded together. About 1.5 piece of ginger. I'm just going to drop it here. And some salt to taste. You can always add it later if you think that you need a little bit of adjustment. I'm going to add a little water right now, not too much. We're going to give it a good grind first and then add a little more water. So let's add a little bit, say about less than a 1/4 cup. I'm going to put the lid on my mixer now. Here we go. And I'm going to give it a quick grind. Let's see what's going on in here. So you can see a coarse mixture has come in. I'm going to add a little bit of more water and then give it a good grind again. Let's see what's gone. Look at that. Look at that texture. Everything is well grinded. But what I'm going to do is scrape off the sides of my mixture and look at that texture. Can you see the texture? It's nice. It's grinded. But I'm going to still scrape off the sides so I don't waste anything. And just to be sure, I'm going to give it one more grind. Let's check the mixture. Here we are. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's perfect. We are ready to make our chilas. Let's transfer this into a bowl so that we can make our chilas with total ease. Now, you have to be very, very sure that you do not have any lumps in this mixture. So check for anything. Check if there is a piece of ginger anywhere. If there is, you give it another mix. Here, but my batter looks perfectly fine. Everything is well grinded. All the masalas, the green chili, the ginger, everything is well grinded, and I'm ready to make those chilas. Just scrape the mixie jar well. We don't want to waste anything, right? So quickly. While I'm doing this, my helper has put my induction cooktop and has made everything ready for me. Here we have the induction ready. I'm going to put a cast iron tawa on it. I love using cast iron. I don't really like using non-stick too much. And I'm going to put my induction cooktop on the power mode on. And here we go. I'm going to heat up this tawa well. do not put the mixture on a cold tawa. Heat up the tawa well. Give your batter a little bit of a mix. You don't need to wait, or you don't need to let this rest. You can just go ahead and start making your chilas as soon as your batter is out of the grinder. My tawa also is getting heated. Make sure that your tawa is nice and hot, and be very, very careful of not putting the chilas on a cold tawa. Here I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of ghee, and I'm going to spread it across on the tawa just like this. And my tawa is nice and hot. I'm going to take my batter. Now this batter will make about 3 odd chilas. The chilas are going to be a little thick in texture because that's how they are supposed to be. I'm going to put the chila batter here and spread it nicely. Be careful not to try and make a very thin chila. If your chila is not getting spread, then you just wait a few seconds and then try and spread it again, and then it will spread out really easily, so don't worry about it. Look at that, my chila is spreading out really nicely. And if you see, you would realize that I'm not making a very thin chila. I'm making a marginally thicker chila so that it doesn't break, it doesn't crack. So that's how it's supposed to. I'm going to drizzle a few drops more of ghee on top, just a few drops. That is enough ghee on my tawa. So it will help things going on when we flip it up. So that's how it is going to be. Now let's try and see whether the chila is cooked. The chila cooks really quickly, so we'll have to lower the heat up a little bit so that it doesn't get burnt. And I'm going to just swirl all the ghee that is in my on my tawa, and just try and drizzle it across my pancake. Here we go, look at that, it is coming out beautifully. It's time to flip the pancake. And 1, 2, let's wait for the magic. Here it goes, flip, it's perfect, it's a perfect chila, and you can see it's nice and golden and crisp. I'm going to again use the ghee that is already on my tawa, and then keep. Yeah, look at that. The chila is going perfectly brown. You have to be very mindful about the heat of your induction or your gas. Keep it on medium low so that the chila does not burn. This would make about 3 odd chilas. Look, I've got enough mixture to make 2 more like these. The chila would be, I'm going to flip it again. It should be done from the other side also. If it is not, I'm going to flip it back again. But let's have a test. Here we go. Let's flip it and see. Here, 1. Yeah. Just keep. That's how you do it. Just keep moving that ghee around because it's already there. You don't want to waste that ghee which is already there. It's flipped. It's nicely done. The remaining ghee on your tawa can be put. You just put your spoon or the spatula or the turner that you are using on the ghee, and then just try and spread it out on the chila. It's easier to put additional ghee, but why waste what is there on your tawa already? So just just move things around a bit, and you will see that you will waste no ghee. Now that's what it's cooking well. I'm going to flip it again here, and it's almost done. About 30 odd seconds more and we will be done. We're ready with the chila. Let's get, here we go. I'm still I'm a little greedy about what is there on my tawa. I love ghee, and I'm going to quickly let all my chila absorb all the ghee that is there on my tawa. Keep moving your chila. See how it is going. It's done. It's almost there. Yeah, my plate is ready. I am going to serve the chila now on this beautiful plate of mine. Yeah, and it's ready to eat. Did you see how simple it was? It's healthy, it's nutritious, it's totally delightful. You can eat it with dahi or chutney. The kids will love it with tomato ketchup. It is going to be great and it is super healthy. So don't forget to make this chila the next time you're in your kitchen. If you have any comments or questions, do write to me in the comment section. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us across all social media platforms. Keep watching Apron Girl. Bye bye for now. See you soon.